Here we are with a Chinese beer. Now, I'm going to say Lao Te Beer, and I'll leave it up to you guys to really have it right. Now, this beer is brewed in quite a famous part of China. It's got a rich history. It's late history. It's called Qingdao. It's where the Germans were when they had occupancy on part of China, when all the foreign powers stepped in and took over little protectorates, I guess. What different names, they call it different things, but the Germans actually built, there was one guy that was there for a while, and he built this huge, like a palace for the German representative for China, where he lived, and they actually just about bankrupted Germany doing it. They just spent this enormous amounts of money. Anyway, so there's this beautiful palace there, thanks to the Germans, on Chinese soil, and this is their brew. Let's give this a go. Cheers. It looks alright. If you know China, Qingdao is north of Shanghai. Shanghai is like east in the middle. So this is towards the top of China, but not that far. It's up the same leg, but up high on that peninsula. That tastes really good, I reckon. And I've heard this, and when I was in China I was told this. Some of the breweries have the experts from Germany and Holland and wherever to help them set up their breweries, and they spent, big money. They come up with these brews that are pretty good. I tell you, that's not bad. It's only 4.5%, probably a good after worky. One or two. China gets pretty hot too, and it's pretty sticky and humid. When I was over there, I was drinking a lot of beer. We had a few of the local beers everywhere, so I went through, probably in a month. We were there for about 3.5 weeks, a month. Some places I'd be trying 3 or 4 different beers. Qingdao up north, I went to one it was like a milk bar at one of her auntie's houses, my wife's auntie, and I could buy these beers for about 80 cents or 50 cents. But I didn't go after those ones. I went for the top ones, the strong dark ones and the stouts and stuff. And they were, a little bit more. You were paying $1.50, but geez, I tell you what, they were beautiful. You got to get out of the city sometimes. You get to the little backwater towns, off the tourist trail. That's the trick to having a good adventure, because that's what you want if you want to go travelling. You don't want to be staying in some effing resort, never leave the bloody place, walk to the beach, go to the bar, go to the restaurant. You're fucking kidding me, aren't you? That's not a holiday. You got to get out there and get out of your comfort zone, because that's where the adventure is. So you go to these towns like Qingdao, and we went to this restaurant, and I tell you, it was unbelievable. There's no English anywhere. You walk in, and we're sitting there, and they, they bring all the Chinese menus, and you got to order off that. If you're smart, you're a Westerner, you can learn 3 symbols. A good one to learn is beef. And sometimes when you ask them about the beef in China, what you do is you point to what part of the cow it is. And sometimes we were at a restaurant, and about 7 things on the menu, she pointed to all these bits in the guts. I think she pointed to her tongue once, and maybe the brain. And I just said to my wife, come on, get the chicken. Fuck the beef. It's all the guts and all the intestine. But, that's some restaurants, and then you rock up to another one, and the oysters. Oh yeah, well, oysters, where are they from? Oh, Australia. Oh, okay. What else you got? Crayfish. Where's that from? Oh, Australia. What else we got? Oh, free ocean prawns. From where? Oh yeah, that's right, Australia. Beef. Where's that from? We've got two types. We've got American and we've got New Zealand. What? That happened once. All the rest was Australian beef. You could get it everywhere. You could get American beef a lot of places. Yeah, look, China was alright. We ate some great food there. And sometimes dirt cheap. I ended up drinking Dutch beer there. And some other better beers. But anyway, we won't criticise China. Some of their stuff's pretty good. And some of it's just crap. But this one's alright. Alright, so if you see this one, give it a go. Cheers, fellas. Bye.